Hey! Can you see my Grinch bottoms? Oh my god. Can you see them?
We don't do intros round here. We don't do intros round here.
No one likes an intro anyway, no one cares. No one cares. In my last video, if you haven't seen it, it'll be linked down below. I feel so professional when I say that. Yeah, if you haven't seen the last video, it's linked down below. It's the first of my money book series. I did a disclaimer there. We don't want to do it every time. I don't work in finance. I'm just a normal gal. I said that over there as well, exactly like that. Who would have thought that I just filmed that like 20 minutes ago? This is just what I do. It might work for you. It's helps with my friends. So if it helps with my friends, it can help you. And if it can help you, then why do I always put my thumbs up? I don't put my thumbs up in real life. I literally don't put my thumbs up. I'm not like, actually maybe I do. No, I don't. Today I want to talk about savings, and I have a section in my money book for savings. Again, I'll put mock-ups on the screen. Obviously not my actual savings, my actual details, but just a guide. On my savings page, I basically have the date. I feel like the layout isn't perfect of this, and I'm going to change it, I think. There's something about it I don't like. So this is forever amending, you know, it's not perfect. It will change to suit me, and if you do one, it can change to suit you. At the moment I have different categories of savings. They all go into one savings, or two. But yeah, they all pretty much go to the same place. They all have a different purpose. So like I said in the other video, as soon as I get paid and I've worked out what I'm putting in my savings, I will do it instantly. And I rambled on about a quote that I couldn't even find. Insert clip. Did I not pin it? It's not it. Oh, gutted, mate. It was something like, save before you spend instead of spending to see what you can save. I have different sections. So not all my savings is savings as in like, save and don't touch. I only have one section which is like, do not touch. It's just for emergency. An emergency is not, I've run out of money for clothes and I'm going to get that. That's not an emergency. An emergency is an actual emergency. That is what I call my life pile. That would be, say, saving for a house, emergency, or like just don't touch it. It's just my non-touch section. Then I have car, and this is purely for if anything was to ever if anything was ever to happen to my car. I mean, look, at the beginning of this year, I drove over like 5 nails in 2 months. So if I needed a new tyre, anything like that, car section. At the moment, obviously, 'tis the season to be jolly. A Christmas section, I have a interest section. And then at the moment, I've just got like an extra bit of money that I just put in there so that I would spend it wisely and not spend it on Galaxy bars and crunchies. And yeah, that's my section. Oh, normally always have a holiday section, which I had up until a month ago, and then I've just not got it on there. That will be added in the new year. That can be holidays, and if I randomly wanted to do, I don't know, a weekend away or something like a festival or something like that, I've got the money there. Your sections might be completely different. Maybe you're saving up. I was going to say saving for a kayak. What the hell? I don't know where that's coming from, a kayak. Oh, what is wrong with me? If you're saving up for a kayak, but whatever you're saving up for, you can add your piles, and that's what I like about it. Like, that's why I said in my other video as well, if I wanted an expensive bag or a new car, set up a section for it, set up a new savings thing. And one thing about savings is the more you start saving, the more you want to add. It becomes like a fun game. You're like, oh, I put that there, and then say you had like 750, you'd want to get it to 800, or say you had like 1,500, you might want to get it to 1,600 and round it up. The start might be a bit like, And I have heard a lot of people be like, oh, if I just had £500, then I'd start saving. Why? Like, oh, just a little kickstart. No, just start. Just start. It doesn't matter if you put in, like, there was actually 1 month, I think it was last December actually, and I didn't have a lot spare, and I was like, I'm going to put £2.57 in my holiday pile. Like, it was £2.57, but so what? Like, every little counts. Like, every little Tesco one, every little counts. Don't know. Just start. Sometimes people just aim to save with no real goal, no real reason, and then question, oh, it's not working, I just can't save. And it's purely because you just haven't, there's no reason. So that is why with these sections, it's loads of little reasons. It gives me more of a push to want to. Like with holidays, obviously there's a reward at that, and you get something fun at the end of it. And maybe with the car one, it's a little more sensible and maybe a bit more boring. But then when something goes wrong, that's when you're like, oh, thank God. Then your money that you've got to spend on fun things, you don't have to use because, oh, I can't do that because I've got to pay out for a new tyre. You don't have to do that. See what I'm saying? Also, I mentioned the whole feeling restricted with money and how some people feel if they properly budget and be sensible that it's boring. I find that this savings actually means that at a drop of a hat I can do stuff. Not straight away, if you've just started this, not straight away, but eventually, if you want, actually you'll find that when you put that money in, it's harder to take it out, and maybe that's where you gain like respect for money. Sometimes when you just spending it, you maybe have lost a bit of respect for your money, you're just like, well, whatever, and when everything's all over the place, you're just a bit like, what's the point? Whereas when you've got this and you can see it, you are so much more, I don't know, it just changes you. I've put that in and I've worked to get it to that figure. If I take it away, you watch it go, because then you have to write down that it's less, and it's like, oh, I don't want it. And even if you don't have loads to put away, even that, it does just add up. Like, literally every little counts. Even if you just had a car section, or you just had like an emergency fund, that is just a weight off your shoulder. Although, like, Christmas and holiday isn't technically a saving that you're going to keep for. Most people buy Christmas presents, so putting that money physically out of your account and into another one just means that you're not going to go, oops, I've spent the Christmas money. You know what else I can say really about this page? I hope I've explained it properly. I like to have reasons why I'm doing something. I can't just save. Obviously there is a section which is kind of a just save, but to me I can see what bigger things that could go on. But yeah, that's my saving section. I don't know if this video is going to be really short compared to the other one, but short and sweet and all that. My next video is going to be on the updates page and a credit card / debt page, depending what suits you. Yeah, then after I've sort of explained my whole money book, then I can talk about other things money related, but this is like the basic. Again, please comment below if anything in this video is helpful, or if you're going to try anything, if you do anything, if you do it differently, anything really. I actually find it interesting, like genuinely interesting, as sad as it sounds, to know how people work their money. That's like my little nerdy side, is money organisation. Maybe I should work in a bank. No, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I can't do outros. I say this every time, but I can't. Thanks for watching. See ya. See ya.